so I can be a art person.
No, they go hand in hand. I mean, art and creativity. I mean, psychology and creativity. You know, they go hand in hand a lot.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, I won't lie. Like, unless you kind of go from like your master's to PhD, it's kind of like, you know, like, well, you know, I don't want to say it's a useless degree, but I mean, you know, it's just like, well, let me just put it this way. I'm doing my master's now because just like, I mean, when I graduated, I started working for my dad. I just filed his paperwork and scheduled the surgeries and stuff like that. And I mean, just, I don't know, like, I always was like.
Yeah, we'll talk about the match. So I actually fought Weasel in what was it, Ascension 5 or 6? I forget. I think it was 5. Hey, was it Ascension 5? Yeah, okay. So I fought him in Ascension 5. Really patient Snake player. Like, every time he pulls a grenade or goes for an up smash, it's definitely with a purpose, which I think is the way to play Snake. A lot of people try to harass you with, like, hitboxes, but that's just, like, wasting resources. But we got Weasel using projectiles, like, very effectively. And also, the reason he's here is to farm.
Both these characters are very farming type characters, I'd say.
He's like, what's Weasel doing here? He lives like 4 hours away. I'm like, he's here to farm us, dude. Like, the defenders, Schroeder, Skyler, and all the like big names that do stuff like out of state are not here right now. So he's like, oh, money. But he is in losers. Losers round 6.
Who do you use again?
And he's currently down 2 stocks. Oh my god. Huh?
Who do you use? I forgot who you use.
Who I use?
Yeah.
I use Link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Link is good apparently.
Yeah. I would say he's like high tier, not top tier, because he definitely does have some like super exploitable weaknesses, mainly in his recovery and like some frame data.
Would you say he's better than Youngling?
I think he's better than Youngling, just because he's consistent. Youngling has like issues with like being consistent because you're either let me try to think. So like DI really screws with him, right? Like he has a lot of true combos because of his frame data, but when it comes to securing the kill, DI plays a big part in whether you live or die against him.
And Link's bombs, they seem like, I like how you can like activate whatever you want. That's probably, that probably really ups his game a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of like Snake C4, because with C4 you can like just decide, right? You know, you're just like, oh yeah, I want to just blow it up, use it to refresh my recovery, and
that's true. I didn't think about it like that.
In the game, and that's what I use bomb recovery for Link. So it's kind of a joke that all top-level player Links eventually transition into top-level player Snake.
Yeah?
Yeah, because most people like the safety of the projectiles, right? And Snake has a really good projectile game. So essentially it's like you're kind of giving up your buttons for better projectile games, but as we've seen before, Snake's like buttons aren't bad. They do like beefy amounts of damage. But Snake is gone, and we're currently seeing Lucina versus Youngling. Tell me about Bethel. Who is this guy? I've never seen him because I'm kind of again, I'm kind of new to the scene.
Bethel's been around for a while. I've known him since the Smash 4 days, and I first started Smash 4 when it first came out, so he's been around for a while, and he's always been a pretty good Toonlink player. I'd say, well, I mean,
Youngling? Shoot, I meant Toonlink.
Well, yeah. If I had to say like who like the best Toonlink players are in like the state, I'd say it's a tie between him and M-Dot. But M-Dot uses Snake these days, so.
Exactly what I said. All Link players transition into Snake. But definitely, I feel that this matchup is kind of similar to the Isabel versus Lucina matchup. You kind of don't want to be put into disadvantage against Toonlink because then he's going to be catching your landings with projectiles. And since Marcina has a difficult time landing, he can just do stuff like that, just challenge the landing options.
Is Lucina really top tier like people say she is?
I definitely think that Lucina is a counter-hit character.
I just don't see how she's better than Marth, honestly.
Her consistent hitboxes kill earlier than his.
Yeah, it's more consistent, but so what? I mean, Marth's so technically stronger. If he gets a tipper on you, that's it.
His tippers kill like 5 or 10% earlier, right? But his sour spots
is that
kill,
it?
Yeah. And his sour spots kill 42% later. Like 30 to 40 later.
Yeah? Huh.
Yeah. Of course, that my sources are from like YouTube comments, so that might not be true. But I think that's why most people tend to use Lucina. So, let's see. I feel that currently, oh my god. Do you think he's not paying attention to the projectiles? Because he's getting tagged with a lot of them when they're like off screen and then come back in.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's hard to kind of. Every single one of Toonlink's moves is a projectile, so it's just kind of hard to kind of get around them altogether. Honestly, it's just literally all he's doing. He's just throwing projectiles at you.
Yeah, I definitely like that they gave Toonlink some combos off of like his forward tilt. Yo, was that only a best of 3? Yeah, crazy.
Oh, I thought that was not best of 5.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Because it's losers. Okay, I got you.
That's crazy. So, you're saying you went to, or after you got your psychology degree, you went to go work for your dad?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Huh?
Like, are you still working there?
Yeah, I still work for him. I
Okay.
do that, and I'm doing school.
Okay, nice. Are you trying to get your master's or PhD?
Yeah. Right now I'm doing the master's. I probably will do my PhD in a couple of years. I want to work first a little bit though.
Yeah, that's currently where I am at. I'm like, I need to pay off my student loans before I can, like, continue with my education.
Yeah, and just it's just good to get experience before you